Hello children, today we have to start the new topic, that is image. What an image is and its type, and later we will see how light gets reflected from a mirror and what's the nature of image formed by a plane mirror, right? So let's start. We are doing light chapter, okay? And in that I have to define image, what an image is. And physically, I'll define it that it is an optical counterpart of an object or appearance of an object as formed by reflection through a mirror, okay? Or it is a point, simply it is a point where, it's a point where two reflected rays, reflected or reflected, I'm taking reflected rays actually meets, in some cases actually meets or seems to meet somewhere, okay? That point is called as image, and on this basis we means there are two types of images, okay? That is real image and a virtual image, okay? Now what do you mean by a real image, and when we say that an image is a real, and when we say that real image is a virtual one. Now image is said to be real if we are really obtaining it on a screen. So image that can be obtained on a screen, that is a real image, okay? So it can be obtained on a screen, it can be obtained on the screen, okay? This can be obtained on the screen, and this cannot be obtained on a screen, okay? I am writing only cannot be obtained on a screen. Then real images are always inverted. Real images are always inverted. For example, if the object is like this, then the image that will form on a screen will be upside down. The top becomes bottom and the bottom becomes top. That is inverted one, okay? And in case of a virtual, it is always an erect one. Erect one means if the object is like this, the image that we will get will also be like this only. Means top remains top and bottom remains bottom. Such type of images are erect one, and this type of image is a inverted one. You can take example also. For example, when we go to a theatre to see any film, so the image that is forming on a screen, na cinema hall में जो बनता है image, that is a real one. While when we stand in front of a mirror, we see an image there, we see our image there. That image is a virtual, means our head remains the top and the legs there. So head remains head and bottom, the top remains top and bottom remains bottom. That is a virtual image. So as formed by a, means image formed by a plane mirror. That is a image formed by a plane mirror. Formed by plane mirror, that is always a plane mirror, that is always a virtual one. And the image that we get on a screen in a theatre, जो हम screen पर film देखते हैं, that is a real image, okay? That image is a real image, okay? And that is always inverted. So this is about the image. Now we will study, अब हम next पढ़ेंगे that what is the nature of an image formed by a plane mirror. So let's see कि image कैसे बनती है plane mirror में. So for example, this is a, यहाँ I'll draw here, this is a mirror, okay? A highly polished surface, a very good reflector, and a mirror is always polished from one side, okay? This is polished from one side, okay? Now let's see कि this is an object, ये एक object है, this is an object, okay? Now to study how image get formed, at least we will take two rays from it, okay? So let this be the one ray which is moving towards the mirror, and this be the other ray, okay, coming from the other end, okay? These two are the rays, and these rays are falling on the mirror, so these two are incident ray. Okay, these two are incident ray, and this is the point of incidence for this ray, and this is the point of incidence for the other ray, right? Now, if I will make a perpendicular at this point, okay, I'm making perpendicular at this point. I'm making perpendicular at this point. What is perpendicular at a point is called as normal. So these two are normal. Let this be n, let this be n double dash. Okay, so at the point of incidence, I had drawn a line perpendicular at that point, that is called as normal. Okay, now we have studied laws of reflection also. As this is an opaque object, as this is a highly polished surface, it will not allow light to pass through it, but it will reflect back, it will bounce it back. Okay, so when it returns back, it has to follow, means it always follows a certain laws. So here also it will follow a law. So we know that angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. So this is the angle of I. So this will be the angle of reflection. Why? Because this is the reflected ray. This is the reflected ray. And at this point also, this will be the reflected ray. Okay. So this angle, angle I, will be equal to angle R. Okay. Now, if I will, it's always a virtual image. Okay. That is, cannot be obtained on a screen. In case of a plane mirror, and I've given you an example that plane mirror always forms a virtual image, but somewhere inside it seems that image is somewhere inside the mirror. Okay, so we have to extend this line in these two reflected rays in the backward direction, right? So backwardly I have extended them. Okay, I'm not drawing arrow. Why? Because this ray will reflect in this direction, this ray will reflect in this direction. Okay, we have simply extended in the backward direction. So here at this point we'll get a image. This is the image of this one, right? And you'll see that this distance will be equal to this one. This distance I must make it somewhere here. Okay, I am making it here. So this is the image. So this distance will be equal to this if you'll measure it. Okay, if you'll measure it, it means the image is formed at the same distance as the object is in front of a mirror. जितनी दूर मिरर से ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा उतनी ही दूर पर इमेज बनेगा. So image is formed at the same distance as the object is in front of it. So what are they? ये तो हमने बनाया प्लेन मिरर में इमेज फॉर्मेशन. नाउ अब हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे what is the nature of image formed in a plane mirror. Nature of image that we get in a plane mirror. Okay. ये प्लेन मिरर में कैसा हमको प्लेन मिरर. What is the nature? So first thing, the image is formed at the same distance as the object is in front of it. So it is formed at a same distance. At a same distance as the object is in front of it. जितना इस इमेज के सामने ऑब्जेक्ट है, जितने डिस्टेंस पे है, उतने ही डिस्टेंस पे मिरर से यू विल गेट एन इमेज. ओके. सेकेंड, it will be of same size. Size also will be of same. ठीक है. So it is of same size. The image will be of same size as the object is. तो जितना ऑब्जेक्ट का साइज है उसी साइज का ये बनेगा. Right? Then it is erect. It is image formed by a plane mirror is always erect. Okay. So it is erect one, and the fourth one is that left appears to be right in an image and right appears to be left, and this is called lateral inversion. Lateral means sideway, inversion means inversion, top left, like है ना. So sideway inversion means left appears to be right and right appears to be left. Okay, so it is said to be, so the image is laterally inverted. When an image is said to be laterally inverted, image is said to be lateral मतलब sideway inversion होगा, top and bottom inversion नहीं होगा, sideway inversion होगा, right? Sideway inversion it is, and it means left appears to be right in an image and right of an object appears to be left in an image. That is lateral inversion. Okay, you can see this also. Now after this class, you can go and stand in front of a mirror. Just you'll see your image and just move your right hand. It appears that in case of object, it's the left hand, as the image, it seems to be left of an image, and if you move your left hand, it appears to be right of an image, and this is called as lateral inversion, right? Okay, for example, this is a mirror. Okay, this is a mirror. Now if the object is like this, the image will be at a same distance and of same size, but it will be laterally inverted. Okay, this end becomes, the left part becomes right of it, and right of this becomes left of it. This is called as lateral inversion. So these are the nature of image that is formed always in our plane mirror. Whenever image is formed in a plane mirror, it will have this features. Okay, always the image is at the same distance as the object is in front of it. Okay, you can check this also. Just stand in front of a mirror and you will see that the image is forming. You will see that the image is formed at the same distance. Now if you move slightly behind, you will see that image too will move slightly behind, right? So image is always formed at the same distance. It is of same size. Okay, it's not so that in a mirror you are looking somewhat fat or somewhat taller or somewhat smaller, right? It's always of same size, and it is always erect, means top remains top and bottom remains bottom, and it is laterally inverted. Sideway inversion is there in case of a plane mirror. Okay, so we have covered the two topics which we have fixed for today. Now with the next topic we will meet tomorrow. Bye.